You're a CEO or director of HR or any even a leader. You're thinking about considering to build a great management team. So in this video, I'm going to give you total 5 steps you need to do and 2 more extra bonuses, total 7, which you can follow to build a great leadership team. Because you know that the great management team can help you to take your company forward to achieve amazing goals, which you are not even considering at this point. Over time, it will giving you a power of compound effect to your company's success. So let's get started. How you can build a great management team. Number 1, you need to identify a great leadership aptitudes. So something is something, right? So somebody is achieving great goals as an executive without being a manager. Doesn't mean that the person will be a successful manager as well too, even that person is a great individual contributor. But however, most of the companies always hire a great individual contributor and make them a manager. And that is one of the key reasons companies struggle to have a great management team. So what you need to do is need to really focus about, beside key individual aspects, you need to define the 10 aptitudes which actually makes someone a great manager. So what are those 10 aptitudes? I made a detailed video about that one, which you can check it out in the top right corner of this video. But however, I'm gonna just quick through the 10 aptitudes which really makes a great manager. Number 1, the level of motivation. Number 2 is energy. Number 3, the work style. Number 4, the ability to arrange the people and the goals. Number 5 is about organizations and confidence. Number 7, collaboration skill. Number 8, delegation skill. Number 9, thought process. And number 10 is about starting from zero every day. So as you already know that the 10 aptitudes of a manager. So this is the first thing you need to do. Even before start hiring, you have to think about what will be the level of aptitudes you need for your management team to make your company successful. So you're going to take the 10 aptitudes, and then based on your level of industry, your budget, company size, and also you have to consider about how difficult it is for you to recruit for your teams, and also what is the geographical location you are in, and what are the aspects and characteristics of your customer. And so these are the key aspects. If you need more help on this one to defining your key aptitudes for your company, go ahead and comment below. It will be my pleasure and my teams of Pro Academy to support you to define your rating of your aptitudes. So you're gonna take that one, this 10, and you're gonna map down what points 0 to 10, what are the rating you need for your management team which you want to build to make it a great company. So you're gonna define them. You could take a range, but I will strongly suggest do not take not more than 3 gaps. It should be 7 to 8 or 6 to 7. You can consider for 1 to until 6 to 8, 3, but don't go for big. More longer or you will take, more confusing and less diverse. I mean, more diverse the team will become, and which is probably that it's not just only diversification, it will deflect you from the rating what you are, because we already plunge to 10 to 20% error we can make, and if we take the range is pretty bigger, you may end up ruining your whole rating system. So rate each of the 10 aptitudes for your successful manager taking your company, and so that is the number 1 step. Now number 2, interview each of the candidates and evaluate them based on those 10 aptitudes in any management level of interviews. Rate them 1 to 10, and not just put 1%, but evaluate them with 3% with the interview panel, 0 to 10. And then number 3 is the selection. Select only those candidates who are meet to your rating. Number 3, anybody doesn't meet your rating, don't hire them for a manager role. Even you think that person is amazing, take them as an individual contributor or another kind of role where they can work solely as a consultant or architect, this kinds of role. So if you're really superstar, take them, but don't take them as a manager role. So manager role who only meet your rating, stick to that, because that's the way you will be able to build that thing, that amount of determination you need to build a great manager levels. Number 4, Now you're going to be train and coach those people which you have already selected, those managers, to become a great manager. It's just not hiring those peoples and managing, because based on your work stream, based on the company cultures you have, you're probably suppressing those kinds of talents to be a great manager. So you need to strengthen those 10 aptitudes by coaching them and training them. So organize different kind of training session, bring up different kind of external trainer to train those 10 aptitudes to sharpen their skill set. And also you also bring up an internal trainer to train them as well too. You can also create different kind of, bring up some outsider mentor to spend time with them in a weekly basis or monthly basis to do a checking. Like an example, one of the great way of doing this one, continuously doing pulse checking of the 10 aptitudes of leadership teams to see where they are right now. That the time they hired, let's say somebody energy was 8, but now after 6 months working, somebody dropped to 6 or 5. There's something going wrong. So that's the part you need to figure it out. What is their level of problem they are? What's putting their energy down? Is it a workload? Or it's the culture? Or is the other problem in the company? Or it's they're not receiving enough feedback, or the reward mechanism is not working. You need to identify all this one. So that's why this tip is very important. Coach and train and also evaluate regularly, at least a monthly or the longest you can do quarterly basis, to make sure that your managers are being into the right health shape zone in this spectrum with 1 to 10 meeting your rating. As long as they're going far from the rating, if they're going more than rating, like an example, you want 7 for energy, but they go to 9, that's great, amazing. What things make it happen? Keep doing that thing, so that will come up to the work with better energy to get more better values to your business and to your company. Number 5, create a leadership forum. So also not about just now you training them, you coaching them, bringing them external mentor, but also establish an internal leadership forum, where each of the leadership forum, you let all the great management team members, let them share about what they practice in their team, what is really working inside their team and making them really successful manager, and what is not working. So bring those both sides and have the discussions into the team. So in the forum, so that one manager can learn from each other and they can train each other as well too, and create a great culture. That's an amazing culture you want, right? That leadership forum is really, really helpful. So in the Pro Academy, this is something we focused a lot to build our own team about leadership forum, where we encourage the people to share the best practices and also share the which is not working, so other people can learn from it. We also organize different kind of practice sessions where one manager to another manager give feedback, support, and let them know this kind of different stories. So to let them know that what is working and what is not working, what could be better, so leaders can learn from each other. So that's why the leadership forum is so powerful. But it needs to be facilitated very actively. If you see that your team doesn't have a proper person to facilitate the leadership forum, bring an external coach and become a facilitator of the leadership forum. So who constantly keep working and fine-tune and cultivate that leadership forum and take that forward for success. Because that is going to be a great value for your company. Number 6, reward and promote your leaders. So the leaders, the managers you are inside your team who are performing great, the team are going in extra miles and adding great values, always think about to reward them and also about promote them as well too. Promote doesn't mean about giving more money or giving them higher position, but also promote their success stories to the whole companies, so everybody know they are doing great works and great impacts and so on. So it's about also the leaders who are also going extra miles. Also when you promote them, that promotion becomes an encouragement turn into an energy for them to keep going forward. Because a leader who wants to keep going for extra miles, they're also always coming with great energies. And when you fuel and channel more energy into that one, that's the time you start beautiful things to happen. So that's why this part is really important. Number 7, build an internal training academy. So that could be really good. You could call it a leadership incubator. You could talk about a leadership trainer. So you can actually bring up an external coach or an external part of a consulting team to be with you to build that, craft that internal leadership academy where all the leaders can learn from different kind of places, and you can even organize different kind of certification program inside your organization to provide that different certified level. You can define different level of leaderships So there's a way I would say level 5 leadership, so level 4 leadership, level 3 leaderships, and based on that one you can organize different kind of projects, and you can organize different kind of practical online learning, and you can craft that together, and you can do different level of certification of leaders, and that will really encourage your teams to go extra miles of learning and practicing and into the leadership, because they will learn from, let's say, if you could establish an online program or for them to coach them, and then you give them the project to execute that one, and that will help them to go to extra miles. So that's what I have done in my career. From one of my companies I'm working on, I organized those leadership coaching is even Lean Six Sigma training, and that was working amazing, because all of the transformation team member was been so skilled and so inspired to see that they actually know how to use the Lean Six Sigma black belt process to optimize the operations, and that was been very effective. So here you go. These are the 7 tips where you can build a great management teams, like an ecosystem who actually keep grassroots level to an amazing leads management team, which can make your company successful. Because you know that to make your company take to the next level of success, you need to build a great management team. So if you have any questions about one of the 7 tips which I'm giving to you, 7 process basically, or if you are having any challenge with your building your management team, go ahead and comment below, or even share your case study. Myself and VSHR Pro Academy will love to give you support or advise you to make that journey successful, and having a great, proactive and effective management team for your company to achieve more success. And here's the goal. Your company is there to achieve some great success, and great success start with building great management team. So go ahead and build a great management team and become really successful and make a great impact in your industry. All the best.